for you, and I hope to goodness that it reigns forever on your, I say reign, R-E-I-G-N. Okay? Love you. God bless you all.
Thank you, Ernest Borgnine. Our next speaker is the co-star of the long-running TV series Chips, an award-winning producer of Lassie and Chips. He describes Alfred Dimora as artistic, elegant, perfectionist, and philanthropist, the kind of person in life that sincerely deserves a star. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Larry Wilcox.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and congratulations to Al Dimora, for everything that he's accomplished. More importantly, to all of you, and of course to the city of Palm Springs, congratulations for something as dear and to my heart, which are the Medal of Honor winners, and you're giving stars to all the people that deserve something like that. And God bless our veterans who are in Afghanistan and Iraq today. You know, when we started Chips back in the middle 70s, now I have gray-haired people telling me when I was this little I used to watch you on Chips. Forget how long it's been, but when they asked me who we had liked to star in a television series, they said they wanted, you know, an Italian-looking guy with olive skin and green eyes and good-looking, and I thought, wow, that's Al Dimora. We ought to get that guy Al Dimora. Instead, they got Eric Estrada. So who knows? So you never know what's going to happen in life. I was lucky enough to work with Bo Hopkins in a movie called The Last Ride of the Dalton Gang, where I played Emmett Dalton, and did it well. Thank you. Yeah. And he played. He was as funny off screen as he was on screen. And then I was lucky enough to do the Dirty Dozen 2 with Ernie in London with Andrew McLaughlin as the director, and we had a great time on that. Thank you, and thank you for allowing me to do that with you, by the way. That was a great show. You know, Al's an interesting man. You go through life and you get merit badges for different things that you do, and as you get older, merit badges really don't mean that much. I mean, you start looking at the things you accomplished, and you ask yourself, what does that really mean? Not too much. What it really means is, did you perpetuate a better offspring if you had children? And is that person better than you? And number two is, did you make more deposits than you withdrew? And deposits in terms of mankind, in terms of giving to your soul and your heart, being a philanthropist like Al has been, contributing with all of his entrepreneurial activities. And let's address his entrepreneurial activities for just a second, because I think it's important, if any of you have an opportunity to engage with Al and to interface with Al, you should take the time to try to pick his brain. Here's a few examples, if you will. Al's a kind of enigma, if you will, that is a combination of a macro-vision thinker and a micro-vision thinker, and those two are usually paradoxical. They don't work together. But he thinks big. You know, $100 million deal is not a big deal to him. $1 million deal is okay. He thinks in terms of small micro-thinking, in terms of analysis, and all of the methodics that are applicable to building a car, and all of the engineering that's involved in every single detail that he enjoys undertaking. So that's an interesting individual that you're taking the time to put a star out today. And so he's gone from things that I love to say, it makes you sound like you're an intelligent person when you say these words, reconfigurable architecture and fuel programmable gate arrays, which is really a soft chip that he's used for everything from protein folding to NASA applications to the United States Air Force to cancer research. I mean, those are very intricate works. And number two is he's gone from not chips on the Kawasaki, but his own motorcycles, his cars, of course, Clinet, and now, of course, the Natalia. So you have a name like Al Dimora, artistic in itself, Sir Al Dimora. You have the Clinet, an artistic piece of itself, and of course now you have the elegant Natalia, the car that he's now bringing forth to the world. So on behalf of Al and his beautiful wife, I'd like to say congratulations. God bless him, and God bless the city of Palm Springs.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the king of the customizers, Mr. George Barris.
Wow, what an experience. Look at all these people. Al, I never knew you knew so many people. Every time you come to Los Angeles, you got 2 or 3 people, and that's about it. But, of course, Al and I go back to a few years. Most of you weren't even born yet. But we're going to celebrate our 40th birthday next year, right, Al? So we'll make it along pretty good. I told him I was going to bring the Batmobile down, but Adam went and said, no, I want it this weekend. I thought I was going to bring the Monstermobile down. But Al doesn't look like one of those monsters, so I said that wouldn't work. Here comes the monkeys. Well, he's not a monkey, so I didn't bring the Monkeymobile. But it's such a long ways down here. I said, Al, I'm not going to waste a lot of gas to come down here. So I brought my little hybrid. And Tony drove for me. He's our driver. And we got 1 2/10 of a gallon in the car, and we made it for you. So it was worth it, very much so. But Al, you guys really don't understand Al. He's a car guy, and we enjoy being with him because of the cars he's done, but I enjoy being with him mostly because of his mom. She's the one. She's the one that does it. Not because she's gorgeous, she's wonderful, but she makes it happen every time we went anywhere, all over Canada, overseas, Sweden, anywhere you want to name. Big Al is there. I could go on and on for days and days to talk about it because we go back to a lot of history. But like I say, when we cross our 40th birthday, we'll be back down here in Palm Springs, and we'll put on our bikinis, and we'll show you that we are 40 years old. So thank you all for having me, and see you in the movie very soon again.
Thank you, George.
That's George.
Our next speaker is an author and lecturer. He has a book out titled The Last Chronicles of Planet Earth. He also has an internationally syndicated radio show called The Edge. It's syndicated to 7 million people. He's known Alfred DiMora his entire life. Please welcome his brother, Frank DiMora.
Well, what I like to do is give you the personal side of Al, that I was there to see his dream come true. I don't know, everybody's calling him Sir, but he really was knighted, so that was a great honor. He was also, if you don't know, Ronald Reagan chose, of all the cars that you could pick, he chose the Clinet as being the centennial car, which was a fantastic honor for a young man, the youngest man who made Forbes magazine. And this was such an honor. And for his brother to see this stuff happen to him, it just was joy to my heart. What you need to know about Al is the Last Chronicles of Planet Earth is part of my ministry. And I love the Lord and I love Al. And Al was a big part of my ministry. At the age of 3 years old was the first time that I was ever exposed to actually say I needed to go to Jesus to pray for him. Because I came home from school when Alfred was 3 years old and came to find out that he was sitting on my mother's lap, and he had put a cord, a vacuum cleaner cord, and stuck that cord in his mouth.